inches of, but this is what it is. Oh, I remember this one. I remember the ad. Okay, so this is a Quake. I was looking for a front flipper because I really wanted a front flipper, but I think I got a back flipper. I don't know. Uh, this, I think, see, these scales, I think, were originally, oh, shoot, what does it say? Civivi Kwaiq, new, made in China, and it doesn't say anything else. I want to think that in the ad they said that the box would say that these are green and they're red because they were dyed red. And just seeing the red, that's what made me go for this. I really liked that color. It is a liner lock knife. It's got, see this right here, it's got a cutout in the frame uh, or the liner to get in here to disengage the liner lock, but it's not cut out on the actual knife. But it does look better like this, I think, than if it was cut off. But I don't know. I really kind of wish that it was. Well, I don't know. I'll find out. We'll see how hard it is to disengage. So you've got two spacers here, and then another one on the butt end. I would assume this right here, you could put a lanyard on it. We all know I don't like lanyards, so I'm not really crazy about that. Pocket clip, I would give that a medium to heavy. Now, usually what I'm saying is light, medium, heavy. And then if I say a medium heavy, then I mean it is in the heavy range, but in a low, medium, high, or heavy, heavy. I don't know. Just understand I'm confusing, and I'm usually as confused as you are when you listen to me talk. Uh, so anyway, it's a heavy. It's heavy. That pocket clip's got it ain't going nowhere. Pretty much what I expect from Civivis. I love that red. Now these scales, I have to say that is, I would think that's micarta. But see, it really doesn't. Usually, your Civivis give you more information on the stuff. Now it's got. I've never seen the scan with the transparency app to I don't know to see what's what. Uh, so this may have been around long enough that it's a little different from all the rest of them. But it's C23015-2 Civivi Kwaiq. And it really doesn't give you any information on the stuff. But here we go. And that is butter. So this blade, I think, is normally coated, and they polished it to be like this. Don't know why, but they did. So I'll have to research the steel and everything on this to decide whether I would be interested in carrying this for a little bit just for a penknife to have. I think that would be pretty good for fingernail cleaning. And let's see. Actually, that's fine because that's actually easy to get in there and disengage. And so you can somewhat front flip it, or how you would front flip something. But it's you got it like you're striking a lighter or something, and you can flick it, and it'll be fine. So that's kind of a little strange. So, and I don't know if that's normal, but your liner lock is actually engaging on that little flipper tab. So that would be pretty bad if that thing broke off. That would be the end of it. I mean, not only would you not be able to just flippy flop it out there, it wouldn't lock up. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess that's the way they're made. It's just kind of strange. I hadn't seen something like that. So you've got flat scales on each side of the liner. It's in there. The liner is skeletonized, and basically it is open all the way down. There's no backspacer, which is fine. The blade is a jugger for sure. It is a standard Tanto-ish type blade. The Tanto portion is a little bellied, which is unusual for a Tanto, but I think it's perfectly fine for this. I don't feel any burrs. That's all fine. So I'll have to do a little research, and I may come back and tag onto this one as well to kind of give you some more details, because I really don't know a whole lot about the Kwaiq knife. It just looked great. I really liked it. And, you know, what, 27 I think is what I said I paid for it. I thought it was a pretty cool deal, because I believe these are still going pretty expensive, or a lot more than that. Uh, I don't like that they didn't finish the polish, but then again, I think I do, because it kind of gives, you know, you them swords where they'll put the goop back up through here, so that when it's I don't know, I guess tempered, that your blade edge would be a little bit kind of offset or different. And and so I like, and I don't know if that's showing up, but you can see how reflective the blade edge is, and it's kind of matte back up through here. And there's a little bit of chamfer for the length of the blade. Now that is, I would, you know what? That's got to be a raised point, a reverse drop point. I mean, I don't know what to really call that, because I'd swear, yeah. See, there's a very slight gap in the down through here. So the tip is actually higher than the spine of the blade, and I don't see that as an issue. That's fine, because that's kind of like the old, um, not katanas, ninja swords, and I think some samurai swords was like that. But I think the ninja swords, and that may not be the right terminology for that sword, but they looked straight at first when you first looked at them. But if you really look close, you could see a very minute curve on the spine of the blade that would come back this way, and those were a semi-blunt tanto for penetration. So like I said, this right here is definitely a jugger. And the more I look at it, the more these scales, this whole knife actually wears down on me. I really like it. I got to do some research on it to see what is the details, the blade type, the scales, and what they are, and we'll go from there. So you're going to hear me sign off here in just a second, but I'm going to get some more information, and I'm going to tag on behind this sign off with the details about the knife. So anyway, that's all I've got so far for this really growing on me amazing knife, I think. Uh, I appreciate you sticking around and being here this long, but mostly I appreciate you being awake through this whole thing. I mean, I didn't even stay awake during this whole thing, so I didn't expect you to, but you did, and I appreciate that. So look, if you like this content, it's not only knives. I've done a lot of other electrical stuff. I'm fixing to do a drone build. I'm fixing to do a lot of stuff, different things, and I'm going to do some archery stuff and different stuff like that. uh, Arrow fletching, arrow wraps, the basics of building arrows and stuff, compound shooting, recurve shooting. I've got a Matthews V3X33 that I've really been wanting to get back in and shoot. And I've got a uh, Encore that I really want to shoot some more, and plus some other, just some budget bows that I really want to do some more shooting on. Plus, I got some recurves at a yard sale for $10 a piece, and I think you'll be amazed at seeing what those are. But anyway, so if you appreciate this content, I'd ask that you would like and subscribe. Most importantly, comment below so we can talk about this stuff and we can all learn together. So anyway, I thank you and I appreciate you, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you on the next one. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.